Yeah, all this stuff shut up. Animal Shelter Simulator. It just came up on that. Total 21.9 hours. No.
Ten. You want to come up? Just chill.
What are we doing tomorrow? Yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow.
What the? Keeps me running? When I press AFK, it keeps me running. I do whenever I need to.
You done the same thing in Zone 4 a bunch earlier.
I know.
Oh, I know you know. Still missed the jump button on this. That. Oh yeah, it was in the middle of design. I think this one was done. This one is done. But I'm not going to finish it until it's complete. Actually, how many robots to put? I think I put one here and one in the bedroom. I did. Right, so I need to go on to room 502. And the bedroom is all complete. Right. So this is a giant room. It's a giant room. But we've got a lot more.
Actually, yeah, after 2 matches.
A lot more spaces to actually put stuff this time. Let's have a look. Good morning. I'm looking for the right place to create my masterpiece, but I want to feel like I'm in heaven. A blue room would be inspiring, as I pick the thing to design with. Hang on. Did that automatically do it then? Unless I picked a room that's got the big set of blue rugs. It's a giant room though. So I can't really... Maybe a TV room.
What I need to flip?
So this in here. 5-star bed. Does look like a comfy bed though. Cabinets. So I have a cabinet in here. Like another cabinet for in here. So I need to get another one. Will this fit? It does, totally does. Huh.
Oh,
That's a cabinet.
can I get a quick one in the shower?
Nope.
So can I roast it?
Hang on, this room doesn't count.
I know, but I can like to have a shower. Because I'm a bit cold and that. Then I need to use the
Ah, okay. This is how this works. Makes sense.
When you come and get hey, look at me on the phone.
So that must also be a bathroom. This one must be a bathroom too, so I need to change this over. Right, so I need that wallpaper again. And it's not this one. It's pattern. And it's this one. What time's he coming off at? Wow, this just wiped out all the floors in the whole house. That's ruthless, so they didn't even do it that way. No. Right, it's got a door threshold there. What's going on here? Right, that's set in place. I'm not doing the message 10. No. What colour did he even pick in here? 10,000 per day. What a day. Nope. These are all very light colours. Ironic thing is, I can't even remember what colour was in here. None of those. It's not blue black because I remember saying I wasn't going to use blue black. I'd used it somewhere else. Is that close as well? No, not even anywhere near it. It's more like a... I think it's that colour. Yeah. Chow. Although I don't know why it done the whole set of floors though. One of our guests lost his wallet and needs some help searching for it. Apparently a big sum of money is at stake. Right, and I went with this type of floor. Hello, Twitch is teasing me with ads of Ben and Jerry's. I've not had Ben and Jerry's in ages. No, I don't want to go there. How you doing, Rose? It's that one. Please do just this one room and not the entire building. I just used the sledgehammer and it took up all the floors, and I can't remember what the floor was. But I now need to go get a wallet from down at the reception. Now, I think we're going to keep it this time because, if I can find it, that is, because I want to see what it does. I think we did it last time, but I think it was one we just managed to find. Hi, Wise, how you doing? Yeah, apologies for not being on for the last few days. I had a bunch of work stuff to do, and it was stuff that was it was things that were needed very, very quickly, and I had to get done. Hang on. We're stuck in it. So where could this thing be then? It used to be when you would lift things, it would actually, that part would stay still. It's not there. White lily. Nope. Popping by to say hi, have guests over, but the rooms look lovely. Thanks, Wise. I'm actually trying my hardest to make it look a good bit better now. So, like would that be? Like, this floor is terrible because it's all 1-star, and I'm trying to make them all to be 5-star. So it's taken quite a long time to get ready. I'm not going to be able to find this wallet. And it's in the lobby. What's that noise? I'm playing a few gigs in town this week. I need a room where I can jam and get ready to hit the stage. Promise I'll keep the noise to minimum, on my scale at least. Ah. Hang on. I think jumping would be helpful though. No robot. It's in the lobby, but... Wait, what? It's not there. Is it back here? No. Where am I at? It's a really worn carpet. No. This is going to be in behind a set of cushions or something. Because it's not like I can jump in every single one of these plants to check. No, this is lost forever, I think. Go to the lobby and it's in the lobby. No. You know what? Why is that one so close to the face? Can't see that there. Whoa! Well, I don't think it's between these pillows. This is a lost cause. I can't find this thing at all. It'd be funny if it was on like one of that or something. You know, I get the feeling sometimes it just doesn't actually appear. It's so wacky. That's over there. That's, oh, I need to run up to room 104. Sir? What? Add concert speakers to 104. Special. I think I might get caught on this one. No. I don't think it's going to be under special. No, it's not. It's going to be under technology. Oh, I can't put that there. Stickers. We're on stickers. It absolutely froze when I was trying to do that. Oh, don't come back here then. But you took the room. What even happened in here? What's the robots doing? Oh, is it the one that's floating? Yeah. Oh, that's probably why that one wasn't doing anything. Seems laggy, actually, but I actually had a huge amount of updates right before I started streaming. That wallet or purse, you don't deserve to come out, is not getting found. I'll check that real quick. Yeah, I barely dropped any frames or anything. It's a bit strange. That's quite weird, actually. Twins. So this is the studios. And we're just coming up on $5 million because it's dollars. I was up here, and I need to do the floor again. And the floor needs to be the grey colour. The problem is I can't remember what I did. And I think that works. That's probably about right. Okay, now we need to actually put everything in here. Because I do have it in my head that this is going to be a bathroom somehow. Because it would make sense that it would be an ensuite. So I just need to move things around. Bingo. Now I need to get another unit. No. I need to get another unit, which is this one. Have that about here. Now we need to get a table. Actually, you know what? I think this is going to be the sort of... Do that through here. Would you kindly? Right, this will be the dining room, I think, because it makes sense too. Coffee table. Shelves. Tables. Right, a big table thing. So we need 4 of them. Nivalis probably works quite well. I can go across this. Since we've got that, we'll get Nivalis chairs. No. I don't know if they match, but it kind of does. Cool. Then we need to get another unit in somewhere. There's a unit in here. We could get a big unit in there actually. So it's not a closet I'm after. It's a cabinet. There's a small cabinet there. Could actually have a fish tank in there instead. You know, that might actually be quite a cool idea. Get a robot in there. I need to get 2 couches. Hey dudes! I'm surfing competition this week and I need a place to crash. I want a room with good vibes if you catch my drift. Right, Nivalis. Again. So get a Nivalis there. This is the other room. So... Doesn't fit. So I can't get one here and actually have a coffee table there. Right. Oh, he's got the room, that's fine. Right. Don't get Nivalis everything, that'd be quite cool actually. Oh, you totally can. Ah, I see. Also need to get 2 chairs. Now, 2 armchairs shouldn't be such a big thing. Because you can always get a Nivalis here. You can totally use that. And I can always get a... It gets a bit odd now as well. I'll get 1 chair just here. I'm also going to get another table here. Look at that, so you've got your own little custom readery. Now we need to get a rug, because of course we do. Just get like... I don't see a difference between rugs, but if we're doing that, I think those ones always work best. I've got the rug. I need big ginormous wardrobes. Wow, look at this beast. Actually, can you get... You totally can get Nivalis for this as well. Although it doesn't even look like a wardrobe, it looks like one of those things you have in your living room filled with cutlery and plates. So I'm going to have, one there and one there. Now if I can, yeah, that's actually much more smart. in the valance again? There totally isn't. That doesn't suit. That kind of suits, and that can go there. And it'll get bigger towards this side. Oh, you can't actually reverse them. Huh, it would have been good to have it going this way, but on that wall, so it'd be going up the way. That's fine, I suppose. Where's a clever place for this? Probably there. Now I need to get, oh, it's actually 4 shelves I need to get. Also need to get curtains too. That fits like exactly in there. It looks so weird. No, because it's going to be a travesty. I've never been a fan of putting a shelf above your head in case something falls off. But I might put something on this wall. Actually, here's an even better idea. It'll make sense, don't worry, because I'm actually planning to put a floor light in there. That'll go, but you can't get curtains. This kind of fits, but it looks silly. It doesn't matter so much, because the door will never be impeded. So we actually only need to get 1 bath, but not in my America. I'm going to get 2. I'm going to have this as an ensuite. So the bath will go here. I'm also going to put another bathroom through this way, because it kind of makes sense. That does not go on that wall. What a bummer, I lost the competition. The vibe in my room was really off and I lost my focus. Oh well, I'll try again next year. I'll probably just crash on the beach. You might have done, depends how you do your thing, or your wall. So we need the wall to be the same kind of colour. Wallpaper patterns. So get it done on this side. Get the painting done. Actually, we need to hammer this. Bonk. Vacuum. And paint. And it's traffic black as well. Right, since this is getting done, I'm going to add the bathroom here. Probably on that side. No, I would personally want to see whoever comes into my room. Right, so we also need to get a shower. So we'll have to get a 5-star shower, of course. That's a Goliath of a thing. Let's see if this can actually fit in here. It doesn't in there. It also doesn't in there. It does in there though. 1. Yep, same as well. 2. The good thing with showers is you're generally in and out and shaking it all about. Well, that's called President. El Presidente. Right, on this tile here, bonk. And we also need to get 2 units as well and a sink. So I think the next thing to do is actually get 2 of these in, which would need to be 5-star because of course they will. They also can't be massive. However, I think this way might actually be much more beneficial. Two. We need to get 2 sinks. This is the most obnoxious part. Time for 10. Could you ask him to open the dishwasher? It should be finished now. That's good timing, actually. 10. 10. 10. It's time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought one was there. Or up there, but put a paper on.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Nah,
Well, that's good.
it's time I do it. Although Mummy's asked if you could kindly open the dishwasher.
Okay, look, this is it.
Flat one. I'll just do this dead quick.
I bet you can't see cook in the dishwasher.
Actually, you can cook fish in the dishwasher. You just need tin foil.
Hey.
No, you don't put any tablets in it though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Well, that totally does go in there. Huh. Twinsies. Right. Actually, I don't think we have everything we need. I think we also need a towel rail. Black one should probably be a bit better, so it matches that. This is a bathroom radiator, is it? It's like a towel rail to me. This is a towel rail to me. Okay then. Yep. Oh, and please grab a blackcurrant water, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it. I'm sorry. Thank you. No, I've not finished my bathrooms because this is actually a monster of a bathroom. Tell you what, if you actually got offered this place, you wouldn't even complain. Here's the. I was going to say upper lights. It's clearly a ceiling. It's clearly a ceiling light. I did bring a water, but I finished it. Wow. That was quick going, actually. You really drank that. Like 5-star. You know, a chandelier would be epic. Yeah.
What flavor are you? What color are you? Of soap.
Purple.
Yep. I want some strawberry. Go, 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 go.
Right, they're all done. So I don't need to get light in here. I'm actually going to put wall lights. Thirsty. BB. No idea where that came from. Right, so this is 5-star, and now it's 1-star. So we can actually get these types of things. However, we have to take technology. And because technology actually has a star rating for some reason, that's a 1-star, but this is actually a big TV, which looks smaller than the wall mounted one. The curved one's bigger. You get that. You can also get this. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that and actually get a wall mounted one. I think that'd be a smarter choice. So that way they can see from their bed. Okay. Right, we need to get flowers. I know exactly what flowers are going in this house. There's going to be white ones. White lilies. Because because you always seem to get asked for lilies. Something weird's going on. Sounds like a ghost. Of course it does. This is to be completed probably over 35 streams this one. So we need to go 202. Ah, right. So we know what we're doing. We need to get ready for the special one. Catch it with a Laura desk. Cutie. What's even this? Oh yeah, no idea what that thing's are. So I've got a ghost trap. So run. Oh yeah, I still need to do this. Oh, that's also got a problem as well. Look, it's actually got the pattern on there. Can you see that? And the line on it's actually in line with this. Well, they've not done anything on the ground. So 202 should be here. Right. It's over here. Right, because you come... I don't know why it does this every time you come in. No, it's under specials. I can see you, I'll catch you in a minute. It was 2,000 to place that. I wonder if you can catch it with a brush. Start hitting it in into the thing. You got Luigi Mansion.
Wow, that was scary. Thanks.
So you actually get an additional 8k for buying that. If you catch it, which is quite cool. Good day, my kind sir. My Rupert is having his portrait painted by a famous artist in this town. We're looking for accommodation for a few days. Rupert needs to feel comfortable, so please make sure to prepare the room according to my list of requirements. Absolute. Let's run that way. Room 107. Lady with a Paw Patrol. They need a new special guest. Yeah. It's quite funny though. There's been a lot of special guests. I think it was at the end of the last stream they were in the middle and showed up. It's like that's a bit strange. I didn't take this long to go down an elevator. I could have came down on a rope. Right, 107. If I want to do anything, I'm going to vacuum. Also lift up any fundage. Oh, this is when I put the teddies up there, isn't it? No, it's the other room. What? Right, so this one's looking for a bed. Bonk. Because it exists already. Although, I'm going to check real quick, because this has got a lot of... That's quite cool. Oh, it was up there. Do you like it? No, it says up here. Whoa. It's a hideous room. I should have done better with that, but you live and learn. The rooms are still getting used, so it's all good. They're so twitchy. Okay, now we're on floor 5. So what do we need to still finish here? We need to get lights now. Actually, that's what I was in the middle of doing. No, I was doing televisions first. because that's not a very tall light. It's a shame, like, that's a cool light because of how tall it is, like, or that one, but they're not really of value. Right, so we need one more. I'm going to put one right there in the corner. Okay, so we need 2 mirrors. Now, the ironic thing is, that looks quite cool, but I do want to try and see if we can get a fish, well, check the size of the fish tank anyway. A Bailey hay. It's a shame none of this stuff is actually marked. A piano. Double bass. It's funny, you can actually see the flow through it. Which tank is in there? It's under bust, isn't it? Just looking for this big giant thing that just appears out of nowhere. There we go. Now, will this fit in here? It totally does. I think they've got the star rating on this wrong, because that's $1,000, and it doesn't. It sits like a sore thumb. It also sits out further than the doorway as well. So unfortunately, you are going to have to go. And my original plan with the mirror is going to go right there, because that feels like a good idea. Now I'm thinking of moving this actually over here, so it's more like a sort of nook, and it's a sitting area, and having the mirror over there.
Guess what?
What's that?
See this leg right here on Ted's body? Here. He has infected cuts on it.
How?
He kept picking them and his toenails scratched it, and then he kept picking them, which made them infected.
What colour are they?
They're yellow.
Okay.
And
Is Mummy looking at it just now?
yes, and she's putting anything on it. But she hates it.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
And I told him he should stop picking. Otherwise it would just get worse. And then you'd have to go to hospital.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Depends on how bad the infection is.
Okay. That's all I want to tell you.
Thank you though. Right, so we need a couple of wall lamps. Now, I think it goes up. These are 5-star and it drops into 100, which becomes 1. So get a gold one because it kind of matches the room. That works. Get a gold one here, so it also matches the room when you come in. And I think there's no point putting it through there. But quite possible. No, there's one there also. One there, one there. You know what I think? No, because that's going to ruin it. But put it over there. It will also give us the opportunity to get the curtains put in too. Now we need to get a couple of paintings by the looks of this, which are all disgusting, I think anyway. Chicken of destruction!
Hey, elevator is jammed. What do we do?
Do it myself.
Thanks. Great job. It's working.
Yeah. Right, so we need to get still 2 paintings. Hate the paintings too. That makes sense. One there, so it's a bathroom, and also one there was also a bathroom. We need to also get a few bust things. I say that just because it looks like a bust of something. Ugh. 3-star, 4-star, back to 4-star. That one in the bed. That's going to let me put that on the bed. Taste, yeah, it's like, whoa, whoa. There's no point in putting something like there, it's completely hidden. What's even this? Actually, you know what? It's a shame there's not a, like on this one, like hit F and it takes you to the next section where it's the next set of stars. So I'm all the way down at 1 and it did not like that at all. But that's disgraceful. Just a head sitting on the floor. You actually have these on each side, but then 6 stuff like this. Or columns like there for absolutely no reason. I wonder if you can stack these. You can stack them. Yeah. I actually get a huge amount of light from that little one. I don't know, sometimes being in the bath with just candles is cool. Actually, one of the best things I ever found for when you've got like a really bad headache is the snap sticks or the glow sticks you get. And actually having them. Putting them in the bath with the lights off and it glows the whole room. Brilliant. But this doesn't look too bad actually. A bit busy here, but that's exactly what I was doing. I was putting white lilies. Actually, you can probably get a couple of bigger trees in here as well. These are 4-star and I will never understand why. Well, does it go to 5? Does it go to 5? It totally doesn't. Don't know why this is classified like this one. It's actually such a low level one. Some over there. Right, so I am going to now put, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 and see what it does. 1, 2, just because it's a really odd shaped room. I don't think it's worth putting anything in the bathrooms because it's a bathroom. So this room is complete. Now I'm going to call that one a day. This one's done as well, so we're going to go up to 503 and decorate this monstrosity. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, to be fair. So we only get one bedroom in this place. Black and gold. This will be the arena. That's in place, so we need to get in the arena. That's kind of strange because it doesn't really go so well. Right. Howdy, partner. Right, need to go down to the lobby for a horse. Also need to do the lights in the hallway as well. Kind of weird. So get down there and it'll say, "Congratulations, you went to the lobby," and there's hay there for the horse. Then we can watch moonwalking. Shame we can't upgrade these though. So this area totally needs done. Although I was going to say, it doesn't seem like anyone's actually using this area.
Can you hear that? It must be that crazy hen again. She's on one of the hotel floors. See if you can find her.
Right. Let's jump to 1. I'm sure that must be a thing that there's too much money sitting on the ground. So you just get told, "Can you go clean the rooms or find them in the hallway?" And here's that one handle from that equipment. Belongs to this one. Leaving money on the floor like a boss. This chicken is awesome. Every time it sends me on adventures, I get paid. Although it's been a while since I've seen a golden egg, and I think it's been 24,000 now. That money just floating. That's how high the desk is. That's actually quite funny. Bath money? Cover you up. Actually, I can't wait to redo these rooms. Right. I never checked the bath. Nothing in the bath. Oh yeah, there's all those carpets. It's a wad of money though. I do feel the Hoover should be, or the vacuum should be collecting these. Done the room already. I wonder how that money ends up in the basement now. Oh wow, it was infinitely small. Hello. I'm just thinking, even if I come back down and let's play some dice. I'm thinking even if I go back and redo all these rooms, you'll still have people coming in and going, "Can I get a tent, please? Can I get giant speakers, please?" I think I was on 444 last time. But we'll just go through the floors anyway and check. Not this one. Significantly less rooms though. It's always a good thing. That was a disgrace of a room. Thanks, partner. We're going to get home. The Wild West is calling us. Heard legendary fish. Please be on floor 2. It's on room. It's on floor 4. Ouch. I just done this room. But on floor 5, no bath money. Ouch. There's no love there. Also kinda need to hurry, but also clearly don't. See, there's no bath in this room, but it's fine. I'll stuff down the back of the couches. Just standing staring at the corner. Oh yeah, that was the one with the lizard. I need all the shelves. Of course you do. I didn't even do the curtains on that last floor. On that last room on 502? Or no, floor 2. Ah, I should have hit floor 4. I think that is hall 4, though. Why does it not say hall number? Suspicious activity, enter room. It's not really entering the room, it's entering the hall. Floor 2. So I need to add a tent. Because of course I do. A lot of money though. Big one as well. Right, so I need to also add a sleeping tent. Sleeping tent? Yep, a sleeping tent. Not this floor. Since I'm here though. Bath money? No. No bath money. Done that room. What was even that? Oh, it was a candle. What was even on this? Oh yeah, that's where we put that tiny table. So there's no chicken. Also no floor. Is this when I get into a room something's been smashed? Or is this the dice one? What a mess. Well, I guess the robot was doing a good job. I can't believe I reeled in that beast. I wouldn't. Oh, this is that lizard one again. In 4-2. Am I on 4? Ah. So we get a call in about 2 minutes' time. And to catch the lizard, of course. Which we've learned is actually anywhere on the floor it's in. Bath money, no. And that's a really dark room though. That's done. That was so quick actually. Oh yeah, I've done this for this section already. So we're on floor 4. I think I skipped 3. Maybe 3. I don't want to go up to 5 because I was on 5. 5.5 million. And now the waiting game.
Looks like she's challenging you to a dice duel. Good luck.
What happens if you get 3 draws in a row? Right, so we've got 2 more matches to go. Got 6. Haha! Right, final one. If it's a draw, I'll get bits. Technically I win. 3 draws. Sorry, 2 draws.
You won! Congratulations!
Thank you. 2K. What if you put terrace stuff in here? Oh. It's such a funny thing. This big room doesn't actually pay so well. I think it's just because I didn't design it that well. I think I just threw everything together. Because that's too busy. And this is actually terrible. You know, I wonder if you actually ever get money in the sauna. See, I've never seen anyone in here yet, but how, what? What are they even doing in there? I bought those two. Good morning. It wasn't that one I picked. It was that one. Where did all those come from? 204, right to a desk. Just in time, partner. I don't get that at all, actually. That's crazy. It's like all the items are going up there, or that little area in the basement. Does 204 have a desk? Yeah. Oh, wait, it's up this way. Right, time to eventually finish this floor. Curtains. I need to do curtains on room 502. 502 for the curtains. Kind of fits. Not a fan of those ones, they look very busy. But since I'm here, I'm also going to go check room 501. Pretty sure I put them in. I did. Right, cool. Go up to 503. Right, so this is going to be quite a weird area because I'm thinking of having the sort of units over there, couches looking at that, and the dining area behind that. So let's see how we get on. Actually, before we do, let's check what equipment we've already got. Arena and Arena. So we need Arena stuff. So all matches. In case that makes a difference. I have no idea if it will though. Actually, that's not a great big table. We also need to have 4 things on it. 2, 3, 4. So we need to get Arena. Doesn't look like a coffee food table thing. But when in Rome. Right, that's done. So the couch also has to be arena. Now the reason for it'll be matching is I'm wondering if it's going to make a difference on it. So actually there needs to be 2 couches here. How am I going to do this? It's just changed now. Two of these, because it needs to be. I'm just going with the same theme, so it's all the same stuff. So, how's this going to work? Aha, that will also work. Right, so we also need to get 2 sofas. Yay! You again. Thought you were never coming back. Erina? Erina? Big spin, what? There's no Erina in couch. So we're going to have to go with the one that looks very similar. That's probably about the closest I'm going to get because it's got the couch, the things on it. There and there. So I've got kind of an access point right there. So I need to go and do this to room 101. It's been a while since we've actually had an electricity go out as well. I think we may be overdue for that. Okay. Surfboard, my dude. This is all strange. Don't bite your nails. Okay. So 503. We're back. So I need to get a cabinet. And it's an arena. Oh, there is one, but it's super tiny. Bit strange though. And with that being in place, I'm going to get one of these over because I think this because you can always hide a robot around the side of that. Right, so we need two coffee tables. Say coffee tables. And it needs to also be an arena as well, which does exist. It's like a baby one of those. It's like a Russian doll. This is going to get really busy really quick. Right, wardrobes. That actually fits quite well, actually. Wardrobe, big, huge thing. Right, is it arena? Are they super small as well? That's actually really weird. That there. And get that there, so you can get a lamp down the side of it. Right, we also need shelving. Now, I wonder. It's that one. I do like that one. So that can go about here. That can also go about here. And I missed that wall. And about here. I'm missing a rug. Devastated I missed this wall though. So what colour is this? This is all by eye, by the way. So, nope. Nope. It looks like a grey. That's what we've done in this room. Somewhere in here. It's off. That looked really well there. It's not that one. That's hideous. Oh well, not my house. Carpet again. I don't think there'll be an arena. Ingram. All times I've heard that name. Yep. Now we need to get a bath in here now. Don't worry, I know I've slept down the couch. I've had sciatica all week as well. That's one of the reasons I've not been on. So I also need hang on. That's a Walcott. A Walcott, sorry. Super tiny shower. Do you have this big giant area though? El Presidente. So we need to get 2 units. And they're also Walcotts as well. Will you go in there? No, you don't fit. That's backwards. You what? I have 5 trucks. It looks like one super unit. You know, I think that's actually so close you wouldn't even be able to open the door. Yeah, because the spring would actually push out. Order Papa John's pizza for lunch. That sounds nice. Papa John's is the ones that come with the peppers, isn't it? The big green things sitting outside. Yeah. I need to get a sink. It's no. What are we doing? That won't fit. That one kind of fits, but the toilet. This one needs to actually go in. How's the height in this? It's a lot higher. Is it going to slide in? Nope. 1 pixel off. UK Papa John's do that too. Yeah, that's right. Funny enough, I don't know anyone that actually eats the stuff though. Where's that? The black one. Is there? And also get a towel rail system right in there. Get a couple of cleaning supplies. It's a really strange thing. I think it is chili peppers, isn't it? Oh, we need to get a couple of mirrors in here. Where's the mirrors? Talia. Well, that's quite a funky mirror. Don't like that. I'm not a fan of that one. It's like a thing you get out of Dungeon and Zelda. You could actually put a big unit in here. There you go. I need to get a couple of wall lights, although I seem to be missing a lot of room in here. The curved TV is actually bigger than the regular TV, which is kind of strange. Cool. Did I have one in here? No, I've got this abomination. So I need to be a wall mounted. Right there. Right there, because as always, it's a pepperoni cheese pepper. I know what they look like. I can't remember if that's the name. Because it's definitely not a bell pepper. Because I can't touch them. I end up getting chemical burns. So basically, I'm allergic to big bell peppers. Although I don't know what the American name is, or if it's even still the same. Paintings somehow. Hang on. These are all hideous. Only 2. Ugh. What? That's not going to let me put that there, really. That actually kind of goes. Actually, you know, I think that looks actually quite good there. I'm having a bad time on Minecraft lately. Too much drama. What's happening on Minecraft? Because I've not really played Minecraft in quite a while. You know, I think that might work. There. Okay. Kids ruined it for me, and too much kids for me to handle. To be fair, that's actually a good shout. I've not played Minecraft in probably about 6 months. Have I got to go back downstairs and do another room? Let's go into the hallway. That's 3 of them in a row. Room 203 for the artist. Oh, let's go downstairs to the artist. Yeah. To be honest, I've got no interest in Minecraft at the minute. I don't. There's only one sort of YouTuber I watch now, and he does videos about once every 2 months now. And 1, 2, 3, so it should be this one. It totally is. Place furniture. We know what type of furniture that will be. That'll be carpets. Those little blue things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Haha. Because there's nothing else I can think of that would work. I was going to say, I've seen blue, and it was actually here. Why once a month? No, I don't really play Minecraft. I think the last time I jumped on Minecraft was maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was on Hypixel for like 5 minutes. YouTuber you watch? I think it's Powliner, because he kind of similar kind of style to Technoblade After the Fact. And I was like, this is the only one I'm actually got any interest in watching, because it was on a server I was also playing on. That doesn't actually look too bad. Also got the mirrors. You need to get lamps. Yeah, just with the pricing in that game, because the pricing is really expensive. Antica. Now this is going to be really weird. I think about leaving Upcraft added. That one might work. And it could work in here. And it'll work in here. I'll have no choice. Now this area is really dark, so we need to figure out what we're doing in here. Now I've not played Upcraft in a long time. It's been 6 months definitely since I've not been on it. And I walked away. That's when I was being that helper thing, and I walked away. You can go in there. You do totally fit in there. There's no real consistency. There we go. Now, do you fit in here? You totally do. I'm going, have a good night. No worries, Rose. I think it's Friday, so I think it's just Friday feelings. Yeah, it's been a good many months since I've been on that server. Absolutely no worries. Have a good night's sleep, Rose. Need a couple of wall lamps, so to get some fancy looking ones. Actually, uplighters, mate. Whoa, that's way too bright. Do we have uplighters though? We don't have uplighters. I'm like supporting you, big haggis. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. I've been tired too. I've had exactly the same thing. I've been staying up. Yeah. Remember? Whoa, that was a quick stay. There's another one. So we get this one here, and get this one here. So we now need to get a few plants. Now the plant one, I've deliberately left this area huge because there's going to be big plants in here. Which is very strange because they only go up to 4-star. But big plants are probably good plants. Can we get more in here? Totally can. We've got 6 more bus. My sleep schedule has gone out the window. That's fair. I've been getting mad lately. It's probably the difference in the sleep schedule as well. Because I find I get really tired, then I start getting grumpy, and then it's all back to square one. It's like, oh, that would actually look not too bad there. So we have one more to go, which should be here. Ta-da! Now, before I do a single thing, I'm going to go get the curtains done. That's one of those single ones. When is the summer vacation for the kids? I think it's at the end of June. But next week we're away to Disneyland, so I probably won't be doing anything on sort of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Can't believe I done cat wallpaper. Actually, really messy, this room. I do like that you can lift up the whole thing. I'm going to move this over so the spacing's a bit better. That actually needs to go over there. There we go. Are you staying in a hotel? We are. I'm not sure where though. I'm not finishing the renovation. This room can wait to the very end after I do 504. Disney should hire you to build their hotels. I've never really built anything really. I've done always opposite. I've always taken stuff away. This is the final room, and I think I'm also going to do this the same way as I've done the last one. I have a bathroom in here, kind of. Actually, what's the best way to do this? This is where it gets a bit strange because I think I designed this already in my head. So bed will go here. I've done aeronaut in the last one. I've never done Canton before, so we'll do Canton this time. Oh, we totally have done Canton this before. That goes there. That goes there. That can go in there because it fits. Okay, so this is going to be the dining room, I think. This makes more sense. Canton is fairly big, but it's not ginormous. What time do you guys sleep? I can't remember. I actually can't remember at all. I think this one might be a bit animal companion, absolute. Let's go to room 105. Whoops. We did. My mum and dad booked it actually, because they've never went on holiday with the kids to Disneyland, because they've taken 4 grandkids there, and I think this is the last full set, and everyone's went to Disneyland with the grandparents. So there's going to be both grandparents, Mummy Haggis and I, and the 2 kids. Oh, I need to do shelves in room 105. Oh, 105. Oh, this sucks because it needs to have 10 extra shelves. I need to go catch a lizard. Mummy Haggis can speak French. I can understand French as it's spoken to me, but I can't reply back. Or most of the time I can understand it. So I need to go into this room. So where's this lizard? Ah! I see you. Are you being a good girl? Are you being a good girl? To be honest, I think English will be fine in the in Disneyland itself. So worst case, I can always ask Mummy Haggis, because I can pick up languages fairly quickly if I actually want to. I just no interest in ever using them. I would get so rusty without practice. That room's done. It's this room. So I can get by with like really basic Swedish, because I can actually understand what people are talking about. Something's broken in one of the rooms. I just came back. Wait, what? Oh no, chicken time. Can you understand Japanese? No. The only Japanese that I actually know is counting to about 5 or 10, and combat sports stuff. Because in judo they would teach in Japanese in case you went to any other dojo in the world, so you could actually count to me in Japanese. Ichi ni sanshi go. There's 5. Ichi ni sanshi go, and Nissan is 2 and 3. Room 101, which is here. Close the door, chicken can't escape.
Wait, was it the same hen we met when we arrived at the hotel?
Oh, there'll be an egg in here. What? Let's have a look. There's the egg.
Nice job fixing the room.
24K.
This hen may cause more chaos in the future.
24K? 25K. Not too shabby. I wonder if there's an achievement for all eggs. If there's even an all eggs achievement. We've already thrown the chicken out the window, and then it comes back and you can't ever kill it. You play dice with it and when you get beat, it says it bit you this time, but I think it means it beat you. So, which is quite funny. We're also up to $6 million as well. I need to get lights in here and do something with this area. Right, so finally back to the room. A couch there. Canton chairs, because it'll be 4. You can wait, I'm doing the chairs. Canton. I think this will look better sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it sideways. One. These can go really close, actually. Bingo. 2, 3. Haha. And back around to room 202. Is this game based in... I think it is, actually. You look outside and it looks a bit like New York, but given with the architecture and everything, it could be like Chicago. When I go in room 202, I'll look at... if it's facing the right way, I'll look at the window and you might be able to see. So 202 is up here. We just put a surfboard in here somewhere if there's not one already. Surfboard going in here. Of course it is. It looks like Central Park, is that right? It's going to be a long drive from Scotland. I mean, I think it is New York anyway. The wind on the trees though. It's a nice detail. Actually, I'll go to the roof, which is weird because it go up higher. Have you ever been to New York? I've never been to New York. I'd like to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. My brother's been to New York a couple of times. He said it was really good, but I think that's on the list. I think it's about no, they're too young. I think it's about an 8-hour flight. I think. From the sort of nearest airport. So this is the sort of outer area, NYC, New York City. There's no jump button off it. I didn't mean to move that. You know what? I know I've been praying for a jump button the whole time, but there's none. But having an area this close would be worth millions upon millions of dollars to own. Go back. Oh yeah, I actually done that with this one, so it feels like a hotel. Yeah. I think it's on the list for sure, because I'd like to, strangely enough, go to the Nintendo shop. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. But we've got so many cities like that in Europe as well. Like tons of cities, like Paris and Berlin and Stockholm, Oslo, all those kinds of things. So we're kind of spoilt with the amount of stuff that we've got. I need 2 couches. So bed here. That works. I might. You know what? I'm going to move that over there. Actually, put the couch in here. So what were we doing? Canton. So No, we've already got the plug sorted. So it's not a big thing. Right, you can go there, you can go there, you can go there, you can go there. Put this in the center, flip everything round. Bonk. Bonk. Are they do kind of work. Bonk. Also bonk. Cool. I need to also get a couple of ant chairs as well. And I feel this one should also be a bathroom. So let's quickly check what floors we've got. Which is... It's also got triangles on it. It's not any of those ones. Not lines. Nope. It's not a carpet either. It's this one. Now I'm going to close the door in case it lifts up all that carpet. Done that last time. Cool. Break the Hoover out, or vacuum cleaner. Cool, they're also there. You know you have to be in your best behaviour at Disney Paris. If you're bad, they kick you out. I've heard that. Another guest lost their wallet. I also need to figure out the colouring in that other room as well. No, I missed two tiles on the floor. There. Yeah, I'll be fine though. Find the wallet. I couldn't find the last wallet, so there's a potential of being two wallets in here. Right, and because if we do find it, we need... It's going really bad. Rose said, actually, keep the wallet and see if it makes a difference, because we've never done that. This is why I seen drunk grown-ups fight at Disneyland in California on news. Yeah, you get drunk grown-ups fighting everywhere. I couldn't imagine going to a Disneyland and drinking there. It would be way too expensive to do so. Nope. Nope. So where could this wallet be? I've seen it in plants a couple of times. The problem is I can't really check those plants. On that one. Not on that one. Try the Hoover. And Disney parks have always been expensive though. I can remember it when I was a kid. They were horrendously overpriced. This is a nut from the thing. They rise the price to be more expensive now due to inflation. Kind of. If inflation happens all the time. Move that over. So it's very much a... I think they keep increasing their price because they want to, not because of what people want. It's not there. It's even that. Oh, it's the vase. Look like an egg. I'm not going to be able to find this wallet, am I? He's back again. The guy never sleep again in this hotel. You know, I think what's that noise? UK's expensive place to live. If someone gets a job in the UK, they move from US to UK. It depends where you live, actually. What's the money floating here for? Did that fall through the floor? It's a really strange thing. It's like London, for example. London is expensive. Rare book. I'll keep the rare book somehow. I can't put the rare book up there. Well, buy a rare book. Buy cowboy hat. Buy camera. Have you ever seen us US people live in your town? I have actually. Book 04. Wait, what? I have actually know a couple of Canadian people that's moved from like Toronto to the UK. How did you get up there? What? Everyone's down here. I think this wallet is a lost cause, actually. So up to 203. You have to follow the rules of the UK. Yeah, that's true. What's one rule for one place may not be a rule for another. So you have to really check what the sort of laws are before you go and try and stay in a place. Otherwise, it'll just be 203 up here. And it's a surfboard they want. For some reason. Unless a surfboard exists. It doesn't seem to be. Cool. If they move to, it'd be the same thing as well. They need to adhere to the rules of the US. I still need to figure out what I'm doing in this room, even though this wall is still clearly here. Well, then I'm just dynamite in this room. Although I don't know what this is. I can't tell if it's like a lounge or something. Not even that. It's trash. Shame they can't be sold though. I think it's I think like my dad and my brother got their concealed weapons license as well in the US. California has all types of people from different countries that live in California. Yeah. Probably like I think it's like Silicon Valley. They'll be taking people from across the world it's really good on their IT stuff and all that as well. I just came back from the lobby. We've got 13 in that though. I need to start bumping these rooms up because the expected daily income's dropped to like 4k. It will continue to do so if you don't let me finish these rooms. Bonk. It's such a dark room though. To be fair, you're quite tall. I've got no idea where this would be. And Southern California has people from India. Yeah, we've got a lot the same as well. A huge amount of our doctors are from India as well. That wallet is not getting found. Although it has given me peace and quiet to actually finish a room almost. That actually stays there. Right, we also need to get 2 sort of thing chairs. Oh, I wasn't even doing that. That's not what this is all about. We're doing this, we're finishing this wall. It's not that one. Is it wallpaper graphics? No. Patterns. It's that pattern on this wall. And let's go check the color we chose, because these were all individually picked. Don't know what happened there, but we will fix this. Paint. There we go. Hang on. Well, it was that colour then. The more you know. Cool. You should become the first doctor being. That's. To be honest, that's probably happened already. I've not actually had any drops. Not had any drops on my stream. I think it was just moving through the rooms, doing stuff really quickly though. Because I think the game's still a bit buggy at the minute. Although it's had 3 updates on it, which is quite smart. What's this one? It's a canton. Canton? Canton, okay. Do the same thing in here. Put that in there. Get a couple of little tables, which we still need to get 2 off. Shouldn't be too difficult. Get a canton. Canton's humongous, by the way. That's mid. That doesn't actually look too bad. Coffee table, also a canton as well. Should become a speech therapist to help people with disabilities to talk. If your job you have doesn't work out, I really enjoy my job actually. It's Hang on. That's all. You know, I still might turn this round. That's plenty of room. Yeah, still really enjoying my job. I need to get a carpet though. I'm not getting a blue carpet. Good grief. Oh, you know what? That would actually do, but it's not centered either. Is it centered? It is. And you get to build a fire lamp. Nope, I don't do that stuff. No. Just mainly to keep people safe and stuff. Ah, it's a wardrobe kind of there. And there. Centered. Nope, needs to go over a tiny bit. Looks about right. And now we need to get 4 shelves. There is a canton. Ah, right, that's the canton one. 1. I don't want to overload this place with stuff, but I might have to. 2. I don't want to make that narrower. I think it looked mental. 3. And 4. Now, unfortunately, because I decided to do this one as a bathroom as well, it's also going to be a bathroom. Except for, I don't think we get a canton one. We totally don't. But I am going to put this, stuck on that one. That one there. Go back to operating heavy construction equipment. I did have to do that not too long ago. I go in there. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I had to do that not too long ago. A wall cut. Let's see what wall cut one is. And a toilet. Presidente. And exactly the same on this one. Right there. Wash hand basin. De Mario, because it looks fairly decent. That works. Now we need to get 2 units in here, or 2 units. I think everything else is not wall kit. It is technically a canton, but that's way too big. And it's also not that one either, it's this one over here. Nope, in the wrong section, it should be in the bathroom. This one. Wall kit, they're actually quite right, they're quite tiny, so it's not going to fit in there. It will not fit in there. It can fit there. And because I've opened up another bathroom, I'll totally blast this one in here as well. So we need to get a till one, bonk, and that just went laggy as well. So 2 things came in at once, because of course we did. Right, where's the black one? There it is. Bonk. It's because it's raining, that's why. 2, and we need to get some soaps. 1, 2. No, I'm doing soap over here. Don't you worry about this. 1, 2. Need to run downstairs to do. Need to go to room 105 for Miss Universe, and then into the lobby. You know, there is construction equipment sim. A heavy construction equipment sim game you can play on stream. I've actually done Demolition on stream as well. The game was absolutely terrible though. I think it was Demolition Gold. I think it was not fun at all. I think it's on the YouTube channel actually. Yay! Because there's two channels, you see. And I think it's on the top one. So room 105. There totally is curtains. There totally is keys. Now I need to go down in the lobby. Running about on this today. Yeah, the game wasn't that good actually, to be honest, because it was the whole building came down on one of them, and I was just standing there looking at it going, it would never have done that in real life. Ah, there goes the robots. Goes up to about 90%. Cool.
Great job getting rid of the mud. The guests will be happy we took care of this.
Well, thank you all. It's also up to 4.9 just there as well. I have looked at one or two other sort of demolition game or construction games, and there's nothing that's really. I think the closest one actually was House Flipper, because you get to demolish walls, but even on that is not the way I would do. There's a new one. Yeah, I think that's the one I've seen. You get to operate like a 360 excavator into a 4-axle or 8-wheel lorry. I've seen that one. Yeah, but I've never really seen anyone play it long time. It's always been like a short time they played it. If it's on sale, I might consider it. You know, that actually does look quite good. Yeah, I like that actually. No. That looks really good there. Gonna be a TV there. That has absolutely zero right to fit in there. I can't do it. This one will go here because of the sunlight. Otherwise you can start a fire. Cool. These type of games are not my cup of tea. I enjoy them because I get to do what I don't want to do in my house. I get to decorate. And if I start going to the decorating stuff, I'll end up having to decorate a bunch of stuff. So I actually enjoy it. So that's why I've been picking these ones. It's more a creativity tool as well. Oh, we need to get roof lights in here. It also has to be 5-star as well. 1. You can very kindly wait, my good sir. 2. 3. 4 and 5. Actually need to get No, that's actually quite cool with the light in there. Right, so I need to go back down to the lobby. On multiplayer, just leave someone at the lobby. Yeah, I really enjoyed Mummy Haggis should let you remodel the house. We did. The last time we actually done really anything with the house was before the kids were born. Like wallpaper and everything. Although I'm not really a painter and decorator. There we go. I've probably taken down more wallpaper than I can ever care to think. Just with the demolition background. So I've also taken down more walls than I could ever think of. So that's why, as the kids sleeping, I think they might be seeing it. It's 11 o'clock as well. I'm just trying to think. The house flipper game was really good. You actually got to demolish all the walls and everything, which I thought was good. And I'm quite looking forward to the next one, which comes out later in the year, because that one is you get to fully build the house from scratch. I did, but I only done. What did I do? I never got the DLC, so I'm effectively locked out. You know what that? That works there. So I need to actually get 3 of these. That's a huge light for that. Right, now we need to get plantaroonies. Which is fine, because we have... Do you mind, sir? Plantaroonies, because we do have room to put plants. Is that plum? It's not. You can go back a bit. Send out further. You should get your kids playing this game. It might be easy for them. They don't want to play it. They don't want to play this game at all. Oh, actually, here's a cheaty one I can do, because I quite like it when it's on those rooms. As you're battling through this panel here. Sure, that's the identifier. Right, hang on, it's wall lamps. Blanca. So it'd be this section here. Sven is 3-star. So where can I get these things? Put one there. Above the plantaroonies. That has this. That can go there. Above the area. Don't need anything in there. That one can go there. Mummy Haggis should make a YouTube channel called Mummy Haggis Cooking. Mummy Haggis doesn't really enjoy cooking. I actually do the more technical cooking in the house. Whoa! Right, Stephen McQueen. Well, we'll get you done momentarily, my good chum. Do exactly the same on this one, because consistency is key. And jump it down and put some more plants, because we're going to get those white lilies, because of course we are. Where's white lilies? think they're 3-star stuff. Japanese. Oh, right, okay. Sakai plant, orchids, white lilies. Because we're absolutely guaranteed to get after this stuff. And white lilies in the bathroom. And probably the other bathroom as well. Because consistency is king. Big Haggis, you need a break from cooking. Actually, Mummy Haggis has done the last sets of cooking. So I normally get the stuff like, we're going to have pizzas tonight, can you cook that? Yeah, sure. We're going to have hamburgers tonight, can you make that? Yeah, sure. So I get the stuff like that, which I don't mind. Actually, I wonder if this will fit now. It absolutely does fit. I didn't even know that was a possibility. Let's move this down a bit so people can actually reach the books. Makes the place look more distinguished and developed. There's one over here as well, also. Cool. Oh, right, also, 102, because of course it is. Okay, can't wait for my dad. Ah, yeah, he does them when it's summertime. Specials, desks, it's an electric guitar. Fender shape. It's got an Ibanez headstock, almost with a double side. Right, so 102 is up here on this side. I just got a pop up there. Desk lives here. Games are 5 past 11. Love how they put all the money on top of the candles. Right, let's go finish this room. So I need to put curtains in there. Yes, yeah, it does. The summer in Scotland's actually completely different. This wintertime in Australia, they get barbecues and everything on Christmas Day though, which is quite cool. Our hottest temperatures, like in the summer, is about 20 degrees, which I've got no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. Where's it? Curtains. Get all the curtains done. Actually won't look too bad, although there is the bathroom behind me, which I also need to do. Put that in the centre, which should be about there. And the other bathroom up here. Right, so let's have a... Whoa, a bit laggy. So many people. 3 people showing up at once. There must have been 2 of him. Room 107 again then. Where we just came from. And then I'll go around this floor and check all the rooms to see if they're ready. One time in California I had a hot heat in the winter time with no rain. Ouch. Actually, I think it was about 5-6 years ago. It could be as long as 10 years ago. I remember on Christmas Day, So the 25th of December, I was actually in the back garden, and I heard a big massive rumbling sound, and the place lit up. So, and it was I think it was a lightning storm, or like a single flash. And I phoned my mum, who doesn't live far from me. Did you see that? Yeah. I said, it must have been a like thunder snow. And it turned out she's seen the same thing, and there was a couple other people who've done exactly that. Curtains. I just put curtains in, so I missed a corner over there. How does that work? Right. White lilies again. Like, the funny thing is, I don't even have enough shelves to use this on. Because I think earlier on I just started stuffing stuff into rooms. Oh yeah, I put the cubes in there. Bathroom? Yep. Totally. I can't leave the walls like this. There's pure white. I need to wait in here for a minute. You should make your gaming channel on a weather chip. Actually, that's how I got a content creator on my actual original, my first channel. And was actually from storms. Believe it or not. Yeah. I've done that, so I now get emails every single month from YouTube for being a content creator. Technically, I'm on my CV. I can actually put content creator. Not really interested in stuff, but it just popped up, and I think it was one of the first time. Nah, can't delete that channel. That channel was able to get shortened to YouTube or YouTube/name, and before it was a requirement to actually get so many subscribers and viewers. And it's also got favorites and liked channels, liked videos on it as well, so I can't get rid of it. It's back up to there. It's also got a lot of kids video. Focus on your gaming channel. Oh, the original channel was also for gaming. There's gaming videos on that as well. But there's a lot of stuff from the kids on it as well, so I've never really disclosed what the channel is, but the channel does exist. Right, so this room is absolutely complete. So that room's ready to go. This room is also complete, also ready to go. 503 is complete to go. And 4 is also complete and ready to go. So I'm going to run up to 101 and get them all done. Okay, so this is before and after. $11,000 a day. What happens if I hacked and removed all the videos? What would you do? I'd contact YouTube and ask them to reinstate everything. Super villain. Oh, that guy, I've not had that one in a while. What's that? And if the channel's gone, the channel's gone. So it should be 11k then. That looks good. Yeah. So 11k for this room also. I've just booked this room. I also need to add party terrace. Is this 501? I've just booked out this room. Is this a party, Teddy? Is it really? You just need to be somewhere. One, two. Can this go underneath? It can't go underneath. No. Chair there. Cool. Done. Got a robot in it. This room does not have a robot. So 1, 2, 3 robots in here. Because I've no idea if it makes any difference, but oh, I totally did do this. That's my fault. Well, you know, YouTube won't help me. Ah, they do actually. YouTube is busy helping bigger YouTubers. To be honest, they don't care as long as you make the money. So they've got no interest in the size of the channel as long as they make money off it. This room is good to go. This room is also good to go. Let's check this one real quick because I don't know if I done robots in here, which it doesn't look like it did. So 1, 2, and I'll put another one in here just because I can't in there. No! Right, let's point this in here. Good to go. Wait. That one's there. That one exists there, and the last one in here.
Oh no! Electricity is
I've
out.
not had that. No, you
I
will.
think I saw the fuse box in the basement.
Right, this room can also now go for. I hate the new CEO of YouTube. I hate you can't say bad words in your videos. It kind of makes sense. It should be sort of more family friendly, but it should give you the option to. It does give you the option if it's for kids or not. People just exploit that. Because there's probably I think there is swearing on my other channel. 11k, good to go. Close that door. And the final room up here is this one. So the 1, 2, 3. And let's move these around the place. 1, 2. You fit there? You totally do. Legend. So it should be 1100. It should be GTA 5. 1100. Is this floor actually done now? Oops. I've played GTA 3. I've played that on stream. I think I've played it twice. I think they just get really bright. Who knows? Definitely played 3. I don't know if I've played 4 on stream. Oh, it's because I have the torch out, that's why.
And it's back on. Good job.
Still don't know what's in there. This padlock does is probably sewer grate. Whoops. It gets really laggy when people decide to leave and everything. Oh, I've not seen that one before. The mighty mustache. So many trophies. Let's go up and do the hallway, because the whole horse though. Need to finish the hallway. I don't own GTA 5, strangely. I have played Skyrim on here. I think I got about 10 hours in, and I stopped playing it. I didn't enjoy it. The strangest thing, I actually preferred Oblivion to Skyrim. I don't buy enough phones to do unboxing videos. I've had the same phone for about the past 5 years. Yeah, 4 or 5 years, yeah. I don't need a bed in here, I need a couple of... Actually, you know what? Quite a robust chair, quite like these ones. You know what? I'll do exactly the same thing as I've done the last time. Dump them there. Dump that one in the center. Actually, you know what? I won't. I'll put them here. I'll put the armchairs, and those ones are Martinez. So the armchairs, Martinez. Really, that doesn't exist. It does. It actually does. But they're terrible. That's because it's a very cheap couch. You know, cable boxes spying people. I've heard that. Time for a new phone. There's nothing wrong with the phone I've got. I can't justify buying a phone. Canton actually does look good. 1, 2. 1, 2. One, two. 1, 2. Armchairs is also Canton. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, unless they decide to put a door in there. Coffee tables are Canton as well, by the looks of it. Which are those big round things? 1, 2, 3, 4. And this chair goes back a little bit. No. Back a little bit, so it should be on the line. Just like this one, it should go back a smidgen. This one can go over to there. I can go in between. Also over a bit. There's a tiny gap, not a great gap. Same again. Same again. I think they've got better things to do than that, to be honest. I wouldn't worry about it. White Lily. Whoops. White lily. White lily. Right, let's get a couple of lamps in here. I do quite like this one. I do think it, on that side it does look better. Can I fit this in here? I can't. But I will fix that in a moment. To the corner you go. Into the hallway you go. Over until you stop being red. Now, bingo. Same again. And also the same again. Doesn't look too bad actually. And I see we missing something. She get a new iPhone from Mummy Haggis. Mummy Haggis has never had an iPhone. She's been a Samsung lady. Oh, you know, I actually think that's enough. I just need to get a couple of wall. You know, how's this going to work? I'll figure out the lighting arrangements in here. But I'm also going to get a couple of robots. 1, 2, 3. Because I'm absolutely unsure how these things work. Can look there. I don't know what movements you do. Maybe you should one here. And this one over here should also have in the center. Plunk. That should be this transit route area then. So I'm going to unlock the next area for sure now. Because studio's all done, but we also get a multiplier bonus as well. You're a Samsung lady to Big Haggis, yeah, but she went and done that herself though as well. Let's have a look on this since we've just opened up next level. So we're all 5 in this one. The money's a different colour weirdly, but it's also longevity. And since actually, you know what? Since I'm on this floor, profit almost 100,000 per day. Cracked pipe in one of the rooms. I will get there as quickly as I possibly can. This one open says me. Give it a blast with the Hoover. I'm going to do the pipe in a minute. Don't you worry. Run through all the rooms. Oh, it's cowboy van. Can't believe there's a cat wallpaper in there. Well, that was technically the theme though. Pick the next one on, make it the same colour as you've already got the floor. Because the floor was all based off the next one in the series as well. And yeah, all the colours go quite well. Not the most amazing stuff, but the floors quite kind of go. I'm going to check the automat, not automat, I'm going to check the system before I go to see if the colour coding is actually raised any. Cleanliness 10, happiness 11. Tells you if the room is dirty or clean. The rooms are clean. Is active, so they can get room service. She's got a Samsung A12, the same as me. It's not actually look too bad, to be honest. You know, I'll do the lights later. 202. Got another thing done. Now that one's down to 5k. It's 5k a day, so I need to. I've already pushed the button. What's going on here? I'm already going down to floor 2. Please be on. I was just on floor 5. No. 11k per day though. Do I have enough time to investigate, go down to the basement, pull the pipe, come back up, clean it, and go to room 501? No, I don't actually. But we will work very quickly. I think the only people that have iPhones in my family is my dad has one, weirdly, and my sister and brother. Brother uses his all the time for work, and my sister jumped on the bandwagon early on. When she got offered a free phone in the work, and she wanted the most expensive phone they had, which just happened to be an iPhone. And ever since then, it's always been when there's a new updated model on it, she wants a new iPhone. So that's on her. I don't think the timing is going to be good on this one. What was that? I have no idea where the 2 lost wallets are in here. I'm going to have to jump up to 501 and then back down to 201. No, they don't have one. It's. I think my mum has one. Me and Mummy Haggis both got Samsungs. I think my nephew has one as well. Right. Add 2 concert speakers, which is under technology, I believe. Now, did I leave enough room for this? That's where I put that. There is technically room for it, but that fits there. That fits there. Right, concert stickers. Where can we hide these abominations anyway? Add rock stickers. It's a shame you can't adjust the size of these. You know, that one actually does go with the room in there. So you put it absolutely tiny, you know. Right, now back to 201. Give that a quick clean. A lot of people come in. Your kids are too young for phones. Yeah, actually, it's quite weird. A lot of the bunch of kids in the my kids' class have all got mobile phones. I don't understand it. I think they're way too young. They get smashed to bits really quickly. I think when I got my first mobile phone, I was it's because I was going away on an excursion with the school. Clean the room. Is there other sections in here that's... Yes, absolutely. Although, what did I hire the robots for? Honestly. No, I never done it on this floor. What a pleb. This area, I've never even done the ceiling. The plants do actually look quite good in here. Hang on. Clean the room. They clean the room. Oh, I didn't fully clean the room. Right, let's take a sneak peek up on room 47? 46. Catch my vlog. I'm not at the elevator yet. You need to be in room 4. So you need to add plants. A tripod camera, we need to add that. So let's go see where this will be. Ha ha ha, that rhymes. Add plants. I'm fairly sure I've got plants in the rooms. Low amount of TV, I think's in these rooms anyway. So it'll just be the camera. Which is technology again? Floors are all disgrace in here though. No, I never added add plants in here at all. It'd have to be white lilies though, because these seem to be the most commonly asked for ones. And flat screen TV is in the technology. Oh, I'll go over this place as well. Right, so eventually we'll get upstairs. Doesn't look too bad. Right, eventually we'll get upstairs. And let's see what we've got going on up here. Since we've got $115,000 per hour, we're sitting in at $6.5 million, which is good going. We've also been going on for 317 days, or 285 days in game. So that's cable. Oh, this bit goes over here a bit. So this will be two rooms like this. Oh. Ah, that's why it's a shape then. It's an absolute labyrinth. Right, okay. An atrium, you know? These ones are going to take a good bit more work on them. Although, so I get the feeling this will be a bathroom and this will be a bedroom, this will be like a bathroom. What's that? Oh, it's just hose. It's like electrical one, which would be copper one. This October I'll be getting the Samsung S23 Ultra. I thought you got a phone not too long ago as well. So, oh, look how dark this room is. You what? Hang on. Oh, you don't get caught in the fascia board. I think you did. Ah, right, okay. So this is going to be a mirror of this as well then. Yeah, what happened there? Or you can see through the door for a split second. It's an OSB board. Oops. It always freezes when it does that. An 8.9 review and 8406. No danger. Still can't use this though. was wrong with 406 then? I need to check this one out. That's a really strange review though, 406. The 8.9 dropped down to, although I'm now up to 24 guests because I've obviously opened up the additional rooms upstairs. 406 will be up this way. The robot there. It's probably just the sheer amount of tiled floor. And so that upstairs is all open now. So the next thing I would like to hit is actually the dining area in the ground floor. And then we've got the final one there, renovate floor of layout villas. What is even that? A modern sculpture. I can't even put anywhere, like, useful. Maybe drop there. Nope. Quite look for the... Because I did find one actually long after the event for the purse or the wallet. But so the next thing I'm going to hit absolutely without question is this, and fix all of this noise because it's disgrace. Mirror doesn't look bad actually, it does suit this style, and there's nothing here, which is weird. I think I did. No, I actually changed the layout and done the roof white and done the wooden thing all the way through because it would match this area. Oh, two of them. Yeah, that's pretty funny. What? Right, I think I'm actually going to call it there because it's 25 to midnight as well. But this is the next room I'm going to hit for sure. Quickly going to check the ratings though. Fairly clean. Something wrong with room 101. What's wrong with room 101? Don't tell me I've moved something out of place in room 101 and needs to get rehired, which I've had happen before. Like, why is this room? Why is it saying I need to finalise this room? What? No, finish renovation. Right, so I'm going to open this back up again. And it chooses to, of course. Right, so... Oh yeah, it doesn't like that at all. It locks everything out. Because all of them are open. Journals are all the characters, what? Oh! Vlad is the first one we got. Yeah, I've seen them. Is there anyone I've not seen yet? Cowboy, wildlife enthusiast. I've only seen Vlad one time though. That's kind of strange. Yeah, it's blocked all this stuff out now. It does that when this pops up twice. Right. So I think I'm going to call it there. Get myself back to ground level. Tomorrow's Saturday, which is fantastic. And that's the plan for the next time in the game. Actually do the dining room and then work up to floor 6 and then actually start doing all the individual floors up until they're all 5-star. And then that should be the game basically complete, unless they come up with anything else. But there's been a few updates in it, and I think this is down as the Q update because you can get new things. Although I'm not too sure because there might be a heart bed. Let's have a quick look, and if it is, then that's what they've done. Doesn't appear to be a heart bed. What's that one? That's super wide. Nope, no heart bed there, so it must be on the drawing board to get complete though. But I'm going to call it, like I say. Thanks so much for watching. Quite a, I wouldn't say a longer stream, just got a nice chill vibe on it, so it's just all nice. And that's what the aim is for the next one. Start from this room, work back up at the top, and then start from the bottom to top, because that makes sense. Right, thanks for watching. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.